Alright, so what are these symbols called?
Absolute value.
What's the absolute value of negative 3?
3.
What's the absolute value of 3?
3.
3. The definition is like how far is this number from 0? So both of those are 3 from 0. Here's the thing though. Oh, forgot to zoom in. We're doing absolute value of x equals 3. So if the absolute value of x equals 3, what could x be?
3.
3 or negative 3. You guys know a quicker way to write that?
No.
Plus or minus 3. Now, okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and do this. If we had like x plus 7 equals 10, what could x be in this case? 3. Negative 3?
Negative
No.
17.
Okay, here's how we're going to do it. We know that x plus 7 could actually, this right here could actually be a 10, right? But what else could this all in here equal? Negative 10, right? Because if this is a negative 10, the absolute value is going to make it a positive 10. So it's x plus 7 equals 10 or x plus 7 equals negative 10. Does that make sense? So all you have to do with absolute value, you set it equal to the thing, or you set it equal to the opposite of that thing. And then you solve them both separately. So you guys said 3, right? And the other answer, somebody said it, is negative 17. So we're going to have 2 answers on most of these. And the weird one, I think there's a couple weird ones on here. How about that?
Negative 5.
No.
How does that work?
No solution.
Okay, impossible. Can an absolute value equal negative? No. So that would be no solution. Yeah. All right. Let's jump in. Anybody know where we left off?
When do we have to start showing our words?
Number 3, I guess. Number 3. Not really much you can do on 1 and 2. I'll go ahead and write it down, but there's not really work to show. Whoops, I accidentally did number 1. Maybe we forgot though. Jackson, do you know what number 1 is going to be? Positive or negative? Yes, positive or negative 3. That's why you're right. This is 2 different answers, positive 3, negative 3. There's not really work to show on number 1. Okay, if the absolute value is not by itself on one side of the equals, you need to get it by itself. So Leah, how could I get rid of this minus 6? No, how do we get rid of a minus 6? What's the opposite of minus? S. So to get rid of that, we're going to add 6. Okay, once you get the absolute value by itself, then it's kind of all the same. It's equal. Leah, do you know what this is going to equal? 5 or?
Negative 5.
Yeah, positive or negative 5. They're not all going to be like that. That changes on like number 8 or something. Number 5, 9, 3x. All right. what, Jesse, what do you think's going on with that -3 on number 5?
It's being multiplied to x,
Right, so how do we get rid of it?
divide.
Divide. When it's right next to the thing, it just means multiply. So that goes away. We get absolute value of x equals, what's -8 divided by -3?
2 over 3, negative 8 over 3.
No, negative divided by negative is positive, so it'd just be positive 8/3. So Jesse, what would the answer be?
Plus or minus 8/3.
Yeah. Okay, let's go Bo. What do you think we should do first on number 7?
Subtract 8 from both sides.
Subtract 8.
And that would be x is, x would be plus or minus 3.
Not quite.
Oh, it would be no solution.
No solution. Yeah, you gotta watch out for those. Yeah, absolute value equals negative, not possible, so this is no solution. Let me see how many even no solutions there are. 1, 2. I see 2. 2 odd, 2 evens. Number 9. Okay, what is different on number 9? Something's a little bit different about this one compared to the last ones. Jonathan, any ideas?
Is the variable inside?
Well, the variable has been inside, but the
It has a
3,
number in with it.
the 3 is inside with it. Okay, so at this point, when you get the absolute values equal to, this is where you split it up into the two numbers. So it's 3y equals 129, or 3y equals negative 129.
So with that,
So, and then you solve them both. So when the absolute value is the only thing over here, then it's equal to positive or negative, whatever's on this side. That's when you split it up. So how would we solve both of these? Divide by 3. 129 divided by 3 is 43. So this would just be negative 43. So it's plus or minus 43. All right, Sophia, what should we do on this one? Okay, normally that would be right. You said x plus 2 equals 7 or x plus 2 equals negative 7. But, huh? Yeah, so what should the answer be? No solution. So you don't really have to do this part on this one. Normally you would if it was just a 7 right there. But it's no solution because the absolute value cannot equal a negative. So those are the two odd no solutions. Be on the lookout for two evens. Alright, this one, however, should work. Number 13. Hank, how are we going to set this up?
would you do the or thingy?
Yeah.
Like it'd be x minus 1/2 equals 3 over 2, or x minus 1/2 equals negative 3 over 2. And then you add 1/2 both sides.
3 over 2 plus 1 over 2 is 4 over 2, which is 2. Negative 3 plus 1 is negative 2 over 2, which is negative 1.
So if it's like that, that would be your answer.
It's like what?
If it's like that, that would be your answer if it's two different ones.
Yes.
Okay.
So notice it's not plus or minus anymore. Positive 2 and negative 1 work. And just like all equations, you could plug those up here and see if they work. Like if I did 2 minus a half, that would be 1 1/2, which is the same as 3 over 2. Negative 1 minus a half is negative 1 1/2. Absolute value makes it positive 1 1/2. So they both work. 15. It's plus 1 plus 2 plus 8. All right. So, goal number 1 is to get the absolute value by itself. And then number 2, step 2 is to split it up into 2 or statements. Okay, so AJ, what should we do first?
Minus 2 on each side.
Minus 2.
Would it be the or thing?
Yeah. So what's the or thing?
It's the, x plus, or,
Look at this one.
or x plus 1 times 6.
X plus 1 equals 6, or x plus 1 equals negative 6. So to solve. So we just stretch 1 to solve. Number 17, kind of like it. 2y minus y minus 9. So, Avery, what should we do first? We'll get the absolute value by itself on the left side. 19, 5y plus 12 equals 24. This one's smaller for some reason. Alright, Brian, what should we do?
Minus 12.
No. When we have absolute value, what do we do? No, well, kind of.
Divided by 5.
No. Okay, go back and look at the last one. Once we got to this point, what do we do? I wrote 2y minus 5 equals 33, or 2y minus 5 equals negative 33. Got it? See the pattern?
Yeah.
Alright, so what should I write on this one?
5y plus 12 equals 24. 5y equals 12.
Okay, then you do normal stuff after that. I'll just leave it as 12/5. Or do the same steps over here, but this time it's going to be, instead of 24 minus 12, it's negative 24 minus 12 is negative 36. So it'll be negative 36 divided by 5, or negative 36 fifths. Okay. 21. 19 equals 12x minus 5. Hannah, what should we do?
12x minus 5 equals 19, or 12x minus 5 equals negative 19.
Yep. It's written backwards, but you do the same thing. So add 5 and divide by 12 on both of these. This one's kind of messy. 14 divided by 12 reduces to 7 over 6. So alright, any questions? Or you could ask me individually. I'm going to come around and check your number 8 today, because that's the first one that you have to split it on. So like number 4, you divide by 4 first, and then you have the two answers. Okay. If the absolute value is not by itself, you can't split it. You can't do the OR yet. So